Hello everyone. Today on Dragon Age Divination, more predictions for Dragon Age 4 in regards to the Chant of Light. Yellow for the light. The yellow is actually a fluke today, but since I was wearing yellow, I decided the Chant of Light would be the reading that I would do. So this is in regards to everything that we know that is in the Chant of Light and everything that has come to light recently that might alter that might change to that, and what's in store for the future in regards to the Chant of Light. Is it going to be adapted? Is it going to be changed up again? Are more revelations going to bring on perhaps hidden pages from the chant that were quote-unquote lost? Are we going to find more dissonant verses, verses that were completely struck out, that were never before found? What's in the future for the Chant of Light? And for the reading today, I have chosen the Elemental Cross spread. We start with 6 to 10 and then 1 to 5. So 6 is the matter in the physical realm. The Knight of Cups. Upright. Samson. Sensitivity. Well, the Chant of Light is a sensitive matter, especially because we know things were struck out. We know that verses were altered. And we know that a lot of the elven things were struck out, and there are the dissonant verses. So it is a sensitive matter to many. Emotional intelligence and sensitivity. Artistic direction. Poetic direction. Chant of Light is kind of poetic. Relaxation, fun, breakthrough. So currently they're having some breakthroughs, not necessarily reflected in the chant necessarily yet, but it's a reflection of the beliefs taught through the writings of the Chant of Light. Things that are being proven contrary. Proposals. Depth of character. Religion. Yes, religion. It's a little self-explanatory there. Number 7. It's the matter in the mental realm. The 5 of Coins. It is Mahanon Lavalan, Male Elf Inquisitor. Reversed. Overcoming troubles. Less inhibition. Less inhibition. Relief. Relief from the truth, perhaps. Improvements over time. So it has been taught a certain way throughout the ages, and there can be improvements after these revelations through more time. Hopefully still in this age. Courage to find opportunities. Opportunities to teach more through the Chant of Light, despite the revelations. Fear and hopelessness that ends. That's interesting. Maybe fear and hopelessness in regards to the Maker having abandoned the people or certain things within the Chant of Light itself. Now, thanks to these revelations, perhaps that fear and that hopelessness will end, and it'll just add more meaning to the Chant of Light. Honestly, that's really good. Increased sensitivity is pretty good. People will be sensitive, maybe overly sensitive in regards to what is written in the Chant of Light, especially if they were taking it word for word, if they were taking it by the book. But like Mother Giselle says, it's not to be taken that literally, and it has to adapt through the ages. So hopefully that's what we will see as well. Number 8 is the matter in the energetic realm. It is the 4 of Coins. Reversed. Elana Lavalan. Greed and loss of power. Is the chant going to lose as much? It bears a lot of weight right now, and maybe it's going to lose a bit of that. Extravagance. Waste due to a bad relationship with money. Coming into a legacy. That can be interesting. The Maker's legacy. Legacy, hidden legacies. Well, this is not the hidden realm yet, but who knows? Gains from a loss. The Chant of Light teaches certain things, and some of these truths have now been contradicted. And if more evidence comes to light, then the real truth will be proven. So that will cause a loss in the Chant of Light. It will lose some of what it used to preach as truth, but gains from a loss. It can still gain new verses, new pages, new teachings, and new followers. It doesn't have to make the rest of it irrelevant. It can have new portents. It can teach new ways of thinking, verses that can teach about the importance of not streaking verses out just because elves were included, the importance of sharing the truth continually. So there is much that can be gained from what it risks to lose. Lack of control or lack of resources. Well, it's the Chant of Light has been written, the chant itself has no control over Thedas. So that's yeah. Over-reliance on security. Maybe over-relying on the words within and not the hidden message, perhaps. Being materialistic. Materialistic in the sense of taking that book, the chant, word for word, taking it at face value, was remove the material pages from it. Remove the material words. And what is the meaning of the message? The meaning of the message doesn't have to be forgotten or desecrated just because some of these truths are no longer the actual truths. The message can still be valued. Number 9, the matter in the emotional realm. The King of Staves. Upright. Nightmare. Assertiveness. A mentor. Well, the chant has acted as a mentor because there were, Justinia wrote a lot of it, but Andraste's words. So Andraste's legacy, she has been a mentor to many people. Being honest. The truth, seekers of truth. Honesty, leading to truth. Learned, being a learned. Conscientiousness. Able to bring ideas to fruition. Future-oriented. Emotions regarding the future for the Chant of Light. Ambitious. Maybe some people will be a little overly ambitious, but I'm pretty sure it means in the positive sense. Self-oriented, charming, friendly. Refined. So they will make adjustments. That's how I interpret that. Self-assured. A compelling spirit. So this is quite positive because after the initial shock, it means that a lot of people in regards to the chant will have more of a positive outlook and will be able to make the necessary adjustments to it. And like I said, the message, the meaning of the message won't be lost, even if new truths are revealed. Just more will just be added to it. Number 10 is the heart of the matter. The 7 of Swords. Reversed. And is the nightmare difficulty mode. Nightmare difficulty mode. Mental transformation. That is interesting. The Chant of Light will lead to mental transformation. It is going through transformations itself. Betrayal. Quarrels. Is the maker the betrayer? Refer to my other theories. Quarrels. I'm pretty sure many people will have quarrels about it. It is up for much controversy, everything that we are learning, so that's no surprise there. Half-hearted commitments. So some people might be half-heartedly committed to changing the Chant of Light, or maybe with the new revelations they'll just be half-heartedly committed to the old Chant of Light. Who knows what that actually means. Being fearful. The Chant of Light has been a great comfort to many, and with the new truths and new revelations, to some it might mean that it bears less significance. Even if the meaning is still there, the message is still there, it can still have a lot of significance because there is so much change and upheaval in regards to it. It will be cause for fear within many. Plans that are frustrated. Well, if people were planning things based on the Chant of Light, and now new truths are revealed, those plans will inevitably change. Neurosis. Neurosis. I'm not sure how exactly that one applies, but it might cause people to, So now on to the hidden matters. Cards 1 to 5. Hidden influence of the matter in the physical realm. Major Arcana reversed. 7. The Chariot, which is Dorian, which is interesting because he represents the Magisters. He's Tevinter. So the Black Chantry following the same Chant of Light, but with the dissonant verses which have been stricken from the Andrastian Chant of Light. In action. So maybe Vince aren't going to do anything in regards to the Chant of Light. They're going to be like, see, dissonant verses should be in there. Impatience, we want that change. Indecision, we can't decide. Indulgence, obsessions. Well, I'm pretty sure there will be people who will obsess on certain passages, certain things within the Chant of Light itself, as they already are. Neediness, vanity, unrealistic goals. So is it too ambitious to believe, to wish that the chant, people will be so accepting of these new truths and just add new pages to the chant? Perhaps. Lack of logic or reason. Incompletion of work. Well, the chant is incomplete. And that's what's hidden on the physical realm. The chant, even with the dissonant verses, is incomplete because it has been changed and altered and things have been stricken from it. So that is a big clue. Alienation. Alienation of the elves. That is what's going hidden of the physical realm. Alienation of the elves within the chant. Family upsets. I don't think that's quite significant unless it's the family, the Andrastian, well, the Andrastians and Vint family. The hidden influences of the matter on the mental realm. Major Arcana. 11. Upright. Justice. Blackwall. Balance. Well, that's interesting. Bring back balance to the Chant of Light instead of to the Force. Objectivity. Fairness. Put the elves back in. It's only fair. Truth. Seekers of truth. We will find truth. There is hidden truth. Yes, much hidden truth. Virtue and honor. Dignity and morality. Law. Etiquette. There's much of that is hidden. Conscience. Equity. Reward. Advice. Equilibrium. Someone working on your behalf. Well, everyone today is technically working on behalf of the Maker or Andraste, so that's also hidden. Well, not really, but verdicts, retribution, whose retribution? Natural law, justice. So the natural law within the realm of the Chant of Light, the natural law bringing back this balance to the natural law of the truth hidden within the Chant of Light, even in the words that are there that were altered, finding that truth. Justice for what has been changed, perhaps. Justice among believers, justice among followers. Now we look at the hidden influence of the matter in the energetic realm. 10 of Cups. The Revenant reversed. Dashed hopes. Hopes that the Maker will return, perhaps. family disputes, quarrels. Family disputes and quarrels regarding to people within the chantry, people who follow the Chant of Light, perhaps. Old truths, new truths might cause quarrels. Instability, yes, well, it'll be a bit unstable while all this change is going on and while everyone adapts to it. Hostility, yes, I see people having much hostility that is hidden. Perhaps they will keep their hostilities hidden. Hatred, danger, evil. Hidden evil. Look up theories. Loss of friendship, violation, exposure, emotional instability. It's on the energetic realm, but yes, the energies will be unstable because for it to be stable also means stagnation. When there's change, there's a little bit of chaos, so it's unstable until there is balance again. So, and we did see balance, so instability to lead to balance makes sense to me. Hidden influence of the matter on the emotional realm. Major Arcana 9. Reversed, the Hermit. Solace. Impulsiveness. People might be impulsive with their emotions, and when emotions run high, people do tend to be impulsive. Hopefully there will be no exalted march impulsively brought on. Reclusiveness. Well, some people might be more reclusive. Imprudence. Loneliness. Error. There have been errors in the Chant of Light. People will make errors in regards to the changes, in regards to the old texts. I see that happening. Wrong conclusions. So maybe people will conclude wrongly about some of the new truths. Oh la la, there were wrong conclusions in the past because everything was hidden. Now with the new truths, there'll be wrong conclusions again. When will it ever end? Haste and impatience. Maybe some people will be way too hasty to change the chant, way too hasty to bring on that change, maybe way too hasty with their emotions, to reinforce certain things perhaps. It's hidden, but impatience isn't always necessarily expressed until it is too late. So that's a possibility. And finally, number 5, the hidden heart of the matter. Major Arcana 6. Reversed, the Lovers. Barrack. Indecision and dilemma. It's not the first time that we see indecision. And so people might not know what to do about the Chant of Light. Maybe they'll be indecisive. Do we add new verses and new pages to the old Chant of Light? Do we create a new Chant of Light? Do we call it the Chant of Light? Do we alter the name of the Chant of Light? There might be quite a few things to decide on, and not everyone will agree. For sure. Superficiality, preoccupation with social etiquette or trivia. The Andrastians especially, even the Vins, they might start to wonder, well, those who don't follow the Chant of Light, what are they going to think of us? Or if we go with the new change, what's our reputation going to be? What's the rep? They might be concerned with those trivial things as opposed to the actual heart of the matter, which is the new truths, the revelations from the Chant of Light, or the message that can still remain, that doesn't need to be completely forgotten just because new truths have been revealed and some things were changed and stricken from the original Chant of Light. The message, the morality of the message can still remain, but people might worry about the more trivial things. Procrastination to come to a decision. That's what I see about it. With all this indecision, I think it'll be procrastination to decide on what to do in regards to the Chant of Light. Gossip. Well, yes, there's going to be a lot of gossip going on. That's a given. Because there's always a lot of gossip going on. Worry, yes. Worry, we saw fears it's going to be something worrisome to a lot of people. This is a huge change. It's huge. And delirium thing. And if what Corypheus said is true, that changes so much, and if elves are added back into the Chant of Light, worried that the value of the original, well, not really original, but you know what I mean. So as far as I'm concerned, the original has been lost ages ago, and the Chant of Light right now is not the exact original. So the new one will be just new and improved, I guess. Misunderstandings. Well, that too is inevitable. Poor time economy. Failed collaboration. The Vince might want to collaborate with the Andrastians, and that might fail. I could see that as being the failed collaboration. Resistance. There will be much resistance. Yes. Limited understandings. Some people's understanding will be very limited. And so it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. Even if we're going to see impatience, it's going to take patience to bring on the change. I personally think that adding verses to the Chant of Light, like a Tolkien book, you could add part 2, or like a new Chant of Light. Maybe name it something else. Not necessarily 2 separate books. Put it together and have the lesson be taught of not striking the truth, of having the full truth. If the Chant of Light preaches truth, then put the truth together. Piece the truth together and then preach that truth. That's the way I see it. I just add more verses to add more value, and reminding people that even if the new truths came to light and that things were hidden and stricken from the original texts of the Chant of Light, it does not mean that the message should be ignored. Because I think it's a nice message. So, and regardless who or what the maker is, regardless of those truths, it can still bring a lot of value to the people of Thedas. So let me know what you think of this reading. What's in store in the future for the Chant of Light? Should they make a second book? Should they change the book, alter the book? Should they wait before deciding any alterations? Should they wait? Maybe they should wait a bit, find more evidence. Maybe it's too soon to make any changes as of yet. That's why the Seekers of Truth exist, seeking more truth. But I think bringing on change would be a good thing to the Chant of Light. It just depends how, written by whom, and I think more truth needs to be sought first, but soon would be a good time to do it, because I think the people of Thedas are going to be united, are going to have to be united to fight the new source of destruction, regardless whether it's Solus, an old god, a Blights, or whatever it is. They're going to have to be united at some point, and probably sooner rather than later. So, like this video if you like it, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Alternately, you can follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Be sure to check out some of my other stuff. You can also join in on the fun on Patreon for some random, sporadic, occasional, exclusive content. Otherwise, just liking and sharing. Like it if you like it. for the Like It If You Like It dance supports this channel and helps people find it, and your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.